What was supposed to be a simple airport departure suddenly became one of the most talked about BTS moments of the day. As BTS prepared to leave for their month-long ARIRANG in Europe tour, fans noticed something that instantly sent social media into a frenzy. Jeon Jungkook arrived wearing a mask that hid almost his entire face, while Seokjin walked beside him with a bright smile. At first, everything looked normal. But then, one small detail changed everything. Why did Jungkook seem unusually quiet? Why couldn't fans stop talking about the way Seokjin looked at him before entering the departure gate? And what happened just moments before they disappeared from sight that left ARMY completely emotional? The photos are going viral, the theories are everywhere, and the truth behind this airport moment may be far more meaningful than anyone expected. Stay until the end, because the final detail has fans convinced that this wasn't just another airport departure at all. The airport was crowded, cameras were flashing from every direction, and thousands of fans were already waiting for the first glimpse of BTS before their departure for the month-long ARIRANG in Europe tour. It should have been a routine airport appearance, something fans had seen countless times before. But this time felt different. The moment Jeon Jungkook stepped into view, people immediately noticed how much of his face was hidden beneath his beanie and mask. Only his eyes were visible. Usually, airport departures are filled with smiles, waves, and brief interactions with fans. Yet on this day, Jeon Jungkook appeared unusually reserved, walking quietly through the terminal as if he was carrying thoughts no one else could see. Then Seokjin appeared. Unlike the mystery surrounding Jeon Jungkook's expression, Seokjin greeted the crowd with his familiar warmth. His smile instantly brightened the atmosphere, and for a brief moment, everything seemed normal again. Fans cheered louder, cameras clicked faster, and social media began filling with photos from every angle. But the more people watched, the more questions began to emerge. Why did Seokjin repeatedly glance toward Jeon Jungkook? Why did Jeon Jungkook seem so focused despite the excitement surrounding their departure? And what was happening between the two members that cameras couldn't fully capture? Within minutes, fan communities exploded with speculation. Some believed Jeon Jungkook was simply concentrating on the demanding month ahead. Others felt there was a deeper story hidden beneath the surface. After all, a month-long international tour means leaving behind familiar routines, entering an intense schedule, and carrying the expectations of millions of fans around the world. As photos continued spreading online, one particular sequence caught everyone's attention. In those images, Seokjin appeared calm and reassuring, while Jeon Jungkook remained quietly by his side. Nothing dramatic happened. No words were heard. No official statement was made. Yet somehow, that silence became the loudest part of the story. Fans began revisiting every photograph, every movement, and every interaction. They searched for clues in simple gestures that most people would have ignored. The contrast between Seokjin's bright energy and Jeon Jungkook's reserved demeanor only fueled the curiosity even further. Theories multiplied by the hour. Was Jeon Jungkook feeling emotional about the upcoming journey? Was Seokjin helping keep the atmosphere positive before the long tour began? Or was there a meaningful moment between them that happened just outside the view of the cameras? No one could say for certain. What made the situation even more fascinating was how quickly the airport departure transformed into one of the most discussed BTS moments of the day. A simple walk through the terminal suddenly became a story that fans across the world could not stop talking about. And as the members finally moved closer to the departure gate, one final detail left ARMY completely speechless. It wasn't something dramatic. It wasn't a grand announcement. It wasn't even a moment everyone noticed immediately. But for those paying close attention, it revealed something that perfectly explained why this departure felt so different from all the others. By the time BTS disappeared beyond the gate and began their journey toward Europe, fans were left with one unforgettable question. Was this merely the beginning of another tour, or had they just witnessed a quiet moment between Seokjin and Jeon Jungkook that would become one of the most memorable airport departures ARMY has ever seen? The atmosphere inside the airport felt different from the very beginning. Long before BTS appeared, Fans had already gathered near the departure area, hoping to catch a glimpse of the members before their month-long ARIRANG in Europe journey officially began. Everyone expected smiles, waves, and the usual excitement that follows every BTS airport appearance. Instead, they witnessed a moment that nobody could fully explain. The first person who immediately captured everyone's attention was Jeon Jungkook. Dressed in denim and hiding most of his face beneath a dark mask and beanie, he moved through the airport with a calmness that felt almost mysterious. Only his eyes were visible, yet somehow those eyes became the center of countless discussions across social media. There was nothing dramatic about his appearance. No shocking statement. No unexpected incident. And yet thousands of fans felt that something was different. As cameras continued following his every step, many began wondering what was going through his mind. Was he simply preparing himself mentally for the demanding month ahead? Was he exhausted from endless schedules? Or was there another reason behind the unusual silence that seemed to surround him? Before anyone could find an answer, another familiar figure appeared. Seokjin. The mood instantly changed. His warm smile brought life to the crowd, creating a sharp contrast to the quiet energy surrounding Jeon Jungkook. As fans watched the two members moving through the airport, something unexpected happened. People stopped focusing on the departure itself. Instead, they began focusing on the connection between them. Every photograph was examined. Every glance became a topic of discussion. Every small interaction suddenly felt important. The more fans looked, the more questions they had. Some noticed how naturally Seokjin remained close to Jeon Jungkook throughout the walk. Others pointed out how comfortable and relaxed the atmosphere seemed whenever they were near each other. Soon, theories started spreading everywhere. Within hours, countless posts appeared online attempting to explain what fans believed they had witnessed. Some argued that Seokjin was quietly encouraging the younger member before the demanding European schedule. Others believed the airport appearance revealed a level of trust and friendship that cameras rarely capture. No one knew for certain. But one thing was becoming clear. This departure was no longer just about a flight. It had become a story. A story that fans were desperately trying to understand. As BTS moved deeper into the terminal, the distance between the members and the waiting crowd slowly increased. Yet strangely, fan attention only grew stronger. People zoomed into photos. They replayed videos repeatedly. They analyzed expressions, body language, and even the smallest details that most people would never notice. And then came the moment that changed everything. A brief interaction. A simple exchange. Something so ordinary that many people almost missed it completely. There were no microphones nearby. No official cameras focusing on it. No explanation from the members afterward. But for those who noticed it, that single moment became the most talked about part of the entire departure. Suddenly, social media timelines filled with emotional reactions. Fans described the moment as heartwarming. Others called it unforgettable. Many admitted they couldn't stop thinking about it. What made it even more powerful was the fact that nobody knew exactly what had been said. The mystery remained unsolved. Perhaps that is why the moment became so meaningful. Sometimes the strongest emotions are not found in grand speeches or dramatic events. Sometimes they exist in silence, in a glance, in a gesture, in a moment that lasts only a few seconds before disappearing forever. As boarding time approached, reality finally began to sink in. BTS was about to leave for an entire month. A new chapter was beginning. New cities, new stages, new memories waiting to be created across Europe. Yet despite the excitement surrounding the tour, fans could not stop talking about what happened inside that airport. Even after the members disappeared beyond the security gates, the questions continued. Why did Jeon Jungkook seem so thoughtful that day? What was Seokjin trying to communicate through his calm presence? And what exactly happened during those final moments before they vanished from sight? To this day, fans continue debating their own answers. But perhaps the real reason this airport departure became unforgettable has nothing to do with theories at all. Perhaps it was simply because, for a few brief moments, fans were reminded that behind the global fame, sold-out concerts, and endless headlines, there are still two people sharing a journey together. And sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones that cameras almost fail to capture. Which is exactly why this departure continues to leave ARMY wondering if the most emotional moment of the entire ARIRANG in Europe tour happened before the tour had even begun.